Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the Operation Pontus campaign for DCS World, in what is a very wet and dreary day. And because of the absolutely terrible visibility, thanks to very low cloud cover, I decided that I was going to go up with a full harm setup. So I'm going to take four anti-radiation missiles and just go up and try and clear the enemy SAMs that are lying around, since anti-radiation missiles can spot SAM sites with or without cloud cover. My wingman, on the other hand, I've given him 4 Mavericks so he can go after the non-radiation SAM sites. As for the other wings, Fish I'm sending up on a CAS mission, Hooter is going up on a strike mission, Pickle is doing close air patrol in Bravo sector, and Trimmer is doing a CAS mission. I'm experimenting and loading Trimmer with a load of JSOWs for their CAS mission, just to see how they do. Anyway, let's jump into it. So here we are heading towards the targets, and I start to get an SA-8 appearing on my RWR. And so start turning towards it here, do the handoff for the harm missile, and I'm just getting a little bit closer. Realise there's 2 SA-8s there on RWR, fire off one of them, then changes over to the other harm, and so this takes a little while to load. It automatically selects the SA-8 that I've already fired on, so, and I can't remember how to cycle on that, I'll need to look that up. But I turn back in when there's only the new one on site, get that one locked up and fire off another missile there. And then I gently turn away. I don't really want to put too much distance because I want these SA-8 sites to keep trying to lock me so my harms can continue to get a signal. Do get a decent hit there on one of them. Didn't kill the target, but did a fair bit of damage. Jump over to watch the second missile go in. You can see just ahead there is the site that I've been engaging. I get a close hit. It is enough to destroy that SA-8 site, as well as 2 SA-18 man pads that were just standing around nearby, so pretty good hit all in all. Then decide to turn in and investigate where an SA-15 is marked on the situational awareness, but there doesn't seem to be anything actually there. I don't know why that is. In the meantime, I sent my wingman in to start engaging targets. He's got his Mavericks, and he starts doing a pretty good job here. Start taking out these short-range missile stations. I then decide to turn back in. There is an SA-8 site, but I can't really declutter it from all of the friendlies in the area. There's a whole load of F-18s, but I do see a SA-11 site popping in. This is again me just forgetting how to cycle the targets. I did step instead, which changes the active missile, which doesn't really help me, but I do get good lock there. The SA-11 site does launch on me just as I launch on it. And again here I go evasive, slightly more evasive than before. I'm trying to do the same thing of trying to vaguely keep in its line of sight so that it keeps trying to lock me. And dumping both flares and chaff here just out of habit. Really only need to be dumping chaff. Do put on my radar jammer just because I'm getting a bit nervous. Flip briefly over to the third-person missile camera and saw the 2 streaks there of missiles that have been sent my way. So now I'm just trying to put some distance in just in case some of those missiles do reacquire lock. Do flip back and have a look at the missile as it's going in. Unfortunately, the SA-11 has stopped locking me at this point, so I get a close impact there, 71% damage, not enough to finish it off. So, time to re-engage. So turn back in. Sometimes when you do a fair bit of damage, the sights turn off. But in this case, I do get the SA-11 back on RWR. And there we can see it appearing in the harm screen on the left-hand side. So I'm just manually doing this, moving over so it's the only target, so that's the one it has to prioritize. Fire out another missile. And then really keeping up the same strategy, trying to keep this thing trying to lock me to give my harm missile a nice beam for it to follow back on. I do get a bit confused because I still have the harm display, so I was just double checking that I haven't miscounted missiles there. That's why I jumped into third person. A bit easier than craning my neck around. And really just trying to stay on the edge of this. 2 again is still engaging targets. SAM sights are launching, but they're not launching on me, instead they're launching on my wingman, so he's been forced to go evasive now. And another SAM launch out on him. This is my harm going in, can see the targets up ahead. But there's an explosion right there, was my wingman's Maverick hitting the same target I launched on. So the harm loses its radar lock, starts drifting in the wind, and impacts nothing. But my wingman did pick up that kill, so it's all good. Wingman is now out of ammo, and so I decide to send him back. At the same time, I'm now RTBing. And really, that's all there was to that flight. The other flights did absolutely nothing. I think because of the poor weather conditions, they just couldn't find any targets. There were no aircraft sent out for the cap flights. So it's only me and my wingman that got anything. In terms of what we got, I killed that SA-8 site, as well as the 2 SA-18s that were nearby. My wingman picked up 2 SA-11s, 2 SA-18s, and 2 SA-8s. So a bit of a quiet run that time, really not that eventful, so shorter video just because there wasn't really much I could show. But we did at least damage their strike capability, their SAM capability a little bit. I think next time I'm just going to have to push it on, hope for better weather, and try and pour the damage on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I hope to catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Cheers.